Welcome. If you are a freelance software developer, an AI builder, or a vibe coder who's tired of being stuck in the platform trap, then you're in the right place. The traditional freelance marketplace is currently facing an AI reckoning. The data proves that the middle of the market is collapsing. 70% of sellers on major platforms now earn less than $100 per month, and demand for traditional automation prone coding jobs has plummeted by 21%. If you're still selling your technical labor by the hour, then you are trapped in a race to the bottom. My name is Lamont Evans, and I've spent 20 years in the freelance trenches, moving from a manual technician to a systems architect. Today, I'm going to hand you the 2026 blueprint for 5 specific projects that clients will pay you $10,000 or more to have you build. We aren't just talking about writing lines of code, we're actually talking about architecting high value assets that solve massive business bottlenecks. It's time to stop playing and being a component in the machine and start designing the entire engine. It's not time to play anymore, it's time to build. Let's jump into project number one. Look closely at this chart because it illustrates the reality of the AI reckoning, where the technician's trap is rapidly closing on the traditional freelance model. The data confirms a 21% overall decrease in demand for traditional automation prone jobs, and for those in software development, you likely have already felt the 20% decline in projects over the last year. Currently, 70% of sellers on major freelance platforms earn less than $100 per month because they are stuck in a race to the bottom, selling their technical labor by the hour. A recent CAIS paper highlighted in the blueprint proves that even the best AI agents like GPT-5 cannot complete more than 3% of real world remote projects. This means that the market has permanently shifted. It no longer pays for simple manual automation, it pays for system architects who can design and deploy the complex engine that businesses actually need to survive. The middle of the market is disappearing, leaving you with a critical choice: remain a low wage manual component competing with AI, or become a high earning architect who owns the system. If you don't install a professional operating system now, you are falling 3 years behind for every year you wait to catch up to the first cohort of AI savvy freelancers. It's not time to play anymore, it's time to get on the right side of this data. Now let's look at project number one: autonomous AI voice receptionist. The massive problem that we're solving here is that businesses are currently burning over $40,000 annually on manual, inefficient inbound call handling. This traditional approach doesn't just cost money, it leads to missed opportunities because human receptionists can't be available 24/7 in order to qualify every lead. As a systems architect, you provide a solution that moves them from labor to a system, a 24/7 AI voice agent. This is a single $10,000 project where you design, train, and deploy an agent that qualifies leads, books appointments, and routes calls automatically. The beauty of this project is the pricing model. You command a $10,000 setup fee plus a $1,500 monthly retainer. Even with a $10,000 fee, you're saving the business owner over $25,000 in year one, while ensuring that they never miss a qualified opportunity again. You aren't just vibe coding a tool, you're actually architecting a revenue capturing engine that replaces a full time salary with a high velocity system. Project number two is the automated inbound sales engine. The critical problem that we're solving here is the acquisition bottleneck. Most high growth companies are leaking massive amounts of revenue because qualified leads are slipping through the cracks due to inconsistent manual follow up. When a business relies on humans to remember to call every lead back, their growth is capped by a capacity of one. As a systems architect, you don't tell them to hire more people, you install the close pipeline. That's the CLOSE pipeline. Using Go High Level, you build a complete customer lifecycle optimization and sales engine that nurtures, tracks, and converts leads into paying clients automatically. This system moves the client from a reactive single threaded process to a high velocity machine capable of handling 500 plus qualified opportunities every single month without any human intervention. You are providing the architectural capacity for them to scale. This isn't a $500 software setup. This is a $10,000 system that acts as a strategic partner in their revenue generation, ensuring they never lose a deal to a human error again. Project number three is the private AI reskilling dojo. The problem we are addressing here is widespread. Companies know that they desperately need AI, but their workforces lacks the necessary skills. This skills gap doesn't just create inefficiency, it breeds fear and leads to a total failure to adopt tools that are critical for corporate survival in the modern economy. As a systems architect, you provide the structural solution by designing and deploying custom dojos, private internal learning environments, equipped and curated AI tools and workflows. You aren't just selling a one off tutorial, you're actually architecting the infrastructure for an entire department to reskill up. This is a high ticket project because businesses are currently seeing a massive displacement of jobs in areas like customer support and service. They are looking for ways to train their teams and operate with the velocity and efficiency that AI provides. By building these bespoke educational frameworks, you position yourself as a strategic partner who ensures the client's staff can handle the complexity of the new economy instead of being replaced by it. Let's move to project number four, high velocity content machines. The critical problem that we are solving here is a massive production bottleneck for brands, occurring even as the demand for AI driven video content is surging by 66%. Most business owners are currently racing to scale their marketing campaigns, but they lack the time and the technical systems required to manage high frequency creative output. As a systems architect, you don't just provide editing services, you actually build automated content pipelines. By leveraging a mandated tool stack that includes Sora and CapCut, you architect a high velocity automation engine that turns raw data or simple prompts into hundreds of polished brand aligned videos every single month. You're providing an architectural capacity for a brand to dominate the algorithm with consistent distribution, moving them from a slow manual process into a scalable system worth $10,000 or more. Our final project is the Enterprise Proto SaaS. Right now, large enterprises are facing a unique internal crisis. They're drowning in the work slop and generic off the shelf SaaS products that are expensive but fail to solve their specific unique workflow problems. These businesses aren't looking for another monthly subscription, they're looking for a precision built internal tool that fits their logic. As a systems architect, you don't just guess what to build, you actually use the prototype framework to move a client from a vague idea to absolute clarity and build a prototype with zero ambiguity. This is a structured discovery framework where you've captured the problem, the requirements, and the outcomes before a single line of code is even written. By leveraging a mandated tool stack like Cursor and Supabase, you can design and deploy custom internal tools with the velocity of a full agency. Clients will pay you $10,000 plus for these types of projects because they're providing an architectural capacity for them to solve that bottleneck expensive hardware cannot touch. You are positioned as a strategic partner, not a hired hand, because you own the process that defines the solution. Now, look at the difference between the path that most freelancers are on and the one that I'm offering you today. This is the technician's trap versus the architect's leverage. On the left, you see the technician. They're stuck in the hamster wheel selling their labor. Their math is simple but deadly. hours times their rate equals their income. But because they are a manual component in the machine, their value is capped by the clock. If they stop running, the income stops flowing. On the right, we have the systems architect. This person doesn't sell hours, they sell systems. Their formula is value times scale equals wealth. The architect is paid for their thinking and the outcomes they deliver. They design the entire engine so that it operates without their constant manual input. The technician works for money, but the architect has the money work for them. The objective here isn't to work harder, it's to build a valuable asset, a business designed to serve your life, not consume it. You have to decide, do you want to be the one running in the wheel, or do you want to be the one who designs the engine? To tie everything together, I'm handing you the architect's blueprint, the STAR method. That's the STAR method. This is a complete operating system that allows a solo coder to function with the capacity of a full agency by systematizing the four critical pillars of a modern software business. Phase one is showcase, where we practice the scope method, where you stop telling clients what you do and you start building irrefutable authority through AI powered demo projects that attract clients who are already sold before you ever even speak to them. Phase two is the tools, where we use the FITS method, which requires mastering a mandated AI tool stack, specifically Go High Level, Cursor, Superbase, and Vercel, to eliminate fulfillment bottlenecks and ensure your workflow is designed for maximum efficiency. Phase three is acquisitions, where we use the close method. This provides the architectural capacity to turn vague inbound leads into concrete $10,000 plus offers using frictionless professional closing frameworks. And finally, phase four is retention, where we use the auto framework. This is the most critical pillar for scaling, where you engineer reliable, predictive monthly income RPM by automating recurring hosting fees and establishing referral growth loops from day one. This is the singular proven framework necessary to break free from the platform trap and achieve scalable, predictable income in the age of the AI reckoning. We've covered the high five value projects and the core pillars of the STAR method, but here's the hard reality. The market isn't waiting for you to feel ready. We're in the middle of a permanent AI reckoning where the demand for traditional manual technical labor is collapsing, and that's why it's not time to play anymore. You've seen the path from the trap technician into a high earning systems architect, and now you must decide if you will fall 3 years behind for every year you wait or move boldly forward. If you're ready for your professional diagnosis to identify the specific bottlenecks in your current system, I'm ready to help you and install the full operating system. DM me the word STAR right now to initiate your personalized audit and receive your customized learning path report. This is the singular moment to stop selling your technical labor by the hour and start architecting your freedom.